Aquarius, I have this feeling that there's a message that wants to come through about something that is very exciting for you. However, there is another message that's coming through, and it's kind of like a cloud on top of this other message about excitement and things unfolding. So this may be part of the energy in general where you feel like there's a cloud hovering over something that's exciting, something that you used to take joy in or that you were looking forward to or that had a promising start or things were going well, and then this cloud comes over. I'm hearing this right now, but like any rainstorm, it will pass. And the cloud that I got that's hovering over something for you right now, well, the information was pretty specific. In my meditation, I got that somebody just doesn't get it. Okay, I heard that song, If You Don't Know Me By Now. I'm sorry, but that's the song I heard. You know, it's like, you will never, never know me. It's like somebody refuses to see that you're not going to bow to something, that you're not affected by something, that you're not going to go along with something. It's like, they should know you by now. They should know that there's something that you're not going to stand for by now. But I feel like they don't, and they won't. It's as if there's something blocking them from accepting who you are or your authority on some level. Now, the other song I got was Cowboys by the Fugees, because I heard know when to hold them, know when to fold them. So I feel like, again, somebody is holding their cards, not wanting to fold, not wanting to accept some kind of defeat, not wanting to let go of some kind of control or power that they feel they have in a situation. And I wrote down here, someone wants authority that they don't have. Okay? So I got the number 45 as well. That could be significant for you. But like I said, as I was getting these messages, I felt like this, it's like underneath. I don't know. It's coming from like within. It's like, but there's something else that is so important and so exciting that is underneath the surface of this dark cloud, of this rainstorm. I just feel guided to pull one of these cards. Maybe we can get some more information about this. What's this thing that just wants to come through? It's like a visceral feeling. I'm feeling it in my body, like somatically. It's like a pull, like you could see in my body. It's like I feel like something's trying to get pulled out of you in a good way. It's like your higher self is trying to manifest something, or it already has, but I don't know. The storm cloud is there. Okay, so let's see. Don't take it all too seriously and when you least expect. Yeah, the storm cloud will dissipate and disappear. It's not going to last forever. So whoever this is, Spirit is advising you not to give it too much power or credence even. Whoever thinks they have authority does not have authority. Okay? I'm hearing they're going to lose their voice. I don't know if that's a metaphor or literal. But they lose their voice in something. They lose their say, they lose their vote. I don't know what this is. They stop talking. But see this 4-leaf clover, when you least expect it, something happens that you feel is lucky, which isn't lucky. It's not luck. Whatever happens, this thing that manifests, I'm going to get more cards out and see. It's karma. It's your good karma. It's something that you've created and worked hard for. And it's there. Okay, give me one more, Spirit, and then we'll move into the card. It's all for a reason and release. So something about this storm cloud energy that's coming through with this person who wants authority that they don't have and that they can't have. It's like Spirit won't allow it, or somebody else maybe won't allow it. The reason why it's in your life, in your atmosphere, in your weather system, is for a reason. So what do storm clouds do? Well, they release rain, water. So there's something here that this situation is actually helping grow for you. Now, I don't feel like whoever this is that I don't feel like that's their intent to help you grow something, but they will. They are watering a seed you planted. I feel like this it's kind of poetic justice, or I'm hearing something about it tasting sweet, like it feels sweet, that because of this person's actions, and it's like their persistence or their insistence around something, that allows something to grow quicker for you. It's all for a reason. Okay. So with don't take it too seriously and release, try to keep that in mind, whatever's going on, whatever's bothering you, that this is unfolding for a reason. Okay? And I do feel like it is for your benefit because of that feeling underneath. Yeah, the seed that you planted. Okay, so let's get more cards out and see what's going on for you, Aquarius. What is this message about for Aquarius? Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Surrender. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, right? Letting go, trust, expansion. So this is equally a message for you. Now, somebody else definitely doesn't know when to fold them, but maybe you need to decide what you're going to do. You know, surrender to the situation. You can't get rid of the storm cloud just yet. It feels like something needs to run its course a little bit. Letting go, trust, and expansion. Okay, Spirit, can you give me Aquarius's energy here? What is Aquarius's energy? The wise one, tradition and order. Okay, and then what about this storm cloud? And I feel like that came through. Maybe it was in a collective reading, something about a storm cloud. Do you remember that? The champion, achievement and downfall. That's it. See, I'm telling you, somebody wants authority or they want to win, right? Achievement. Something about Texas has been coming through too. What do they call it? That Texas Hold'em, the poker game? The champion, achievement. They're trying to achieve something. They're trying to win something. And it's their downfall. Straight up, it's their downfall. And look at this. Here you are on the ground, grounded in reality, the wise one, the seed, right? The seed has been planted here. And there, the storm cloud. I said club. Maybe that's a message for someone. It's like a club of people. I don't know. They're the storm cloud above. And it's like their logic is breaking down. See that sword, how it's breaking down? And as it shatters down, it turns into that rain and waters the seed. And I notice here, you're pointing a finger up at this person or at these people, this situation. So I feel like as something starts to grow for you, it becomes aware who's been the problem all along. Trust. Trust this is happening for a reason, for your expansion. Yeah. Okay, so hold on a second. I want to ask, I know we're going to get to this in the challenge, but I do want to ask specifically what you should avoid doing, because it feels like the surrender is telling me that there's something that you might be doing that is not working for you in this situation or isn't the right course of action. Sacred space. Maybe it's this feeling of like you really need to protect yourself. And Spirit's already saying you're protected, or to isolate yourself. What are you doing that you need to do less of, Aquarius? Soar and scavenge. Soaring higher into this storm cloud to find out what's really going on or what's really there. You know, this is one of those situations where, excuse this analogy, but it's coming through. It's like, give them enough rope and they'll end up, you know, hanging themselves. Like, maybe we'll see the hangman in their energy even. But this is like, don't interfere, surrender, let them just be their own demise on some level. So if you are trying to figure out, if you're scavenging for answers, oh, that's interesting, 46 and 44, and I said the number for you was 45, so there's something missing in between, right? So if you're trying to figure out what's going on, you're looking under every nook and cranny, you know, trying to like get more information. I feel Spirit is saying to you, well, you're flying higher and higher and closer to that storm cloud, and it's about to pour. And maybe you don't need to get that wet, or maybe there's going to be lightning and thunder and you don't want to get struck by that. So stay grounded, you know, stay in a state of trust that what you need to happen will happen. Okay, we're going to get further in and see what else is going on. I am very curious. You are the wise one after all. Tradition and order. And I did feel that about somebody wants authority they don't have. And it's like, somehow there's a natural order to things, and they're trying to circumvent some kind of order. They're trying to work their way into a position or a certain place of significance, maybe in your life or in some group. But there's an order that they haven't followed. Okay, tell me the energy supporting Aquarius. The Order of Things. Isn't that a book by David Suzuki? I feel like it is. I don't know. That's coming through. Direction. Yeah, there's a certain direction and order. That's what's supporting you. Also here, be careful of where you're soaring, right? Like we talked about. What direction are you heading in? Because here the sun's with you. So your supportive energy is the direction you take. I'm going to find out more, but let's see the challenge for you. Survival. This is like, maybe you feel you need to take cover, or you need to blast the weather sirens, you know, like incoming storm, everybody. There's almost like there's definitely either someone who's gotten under your skin and triggered some kind of survival mechanism, or somebody is making you feel like this, your survival in some context is up for grabs, is what I'm hearing. It's like they're trying to say they have control over your direction, and they don't. They don't. 100% they don't. Which is why Spirit wants you to surrender and let it go, because that's already been decided, it feels like. Okay, so you don't need to get in there and try to make sure something doesn't happen. I feel like you've been doing what you need to do all this time. Give me one more with direction for the energy supporting Aquarius. Battle. Okay, and the challenge with survival. Yeah, the way that this release, exactly. The way that this is going, it's like you have the power to direct where this conflict goes and how significant it is in your life. You're directing the battle. And surrendering feels like this move that you're making that's unexpected. Perhaps this person anticipates you to fight them at some level or to go up into that storm cloud. Release for your survival. Okay. Now let's see, Spirit. What else do we have to say to Aquarius about this? Champion. Somebody's trying to control a situation. Now, as I always say, I could be speaking about an aspect of yourself. If you can't think of anyone in particular, obviously don't get paranoid and start to try to find someone to apply this to. It's either you intuitively know right away, and your intuition is confirmed, or perhaps the reading's not for you, or it's an aspect of yourself that Spirit's drawing attention to. Maybe there's something that you've been trying to control, trying to gain authority over. You won't let something go, okay? You won't surrender. You're not following the natural order of how something is supposed to be happening. You're not getting it. And if you feel like that might be you, then the advice is obviously to release it. I mean, we have that twice, release. Whatever this is. And the reason why you won't release it is because somehow you feel in danger, maybe at a deep, primal level or subconscious level, that if you were to release this, something might happen. It's like you're holding on for your own survival, which can happen pretty frequently, especially if you have a history of trauma of any kind. Hypervigilance or always staying on top of things can make us hold on to things much longer than we need to, because we're worried if we release it, somehow we're going to be surprised by something that we didn't see coming, or we feel like we don't have control over the situation, so we kind of try to hold on to it to maintain our awareness over our own position in the situation. Does that make sense? Okay, so for some of you, it's that. So take what resonates. But if it is an internal battle, then you definitely have the support to direct where this battle is going for you and what it could mean for you. Either way, it's watering a seed you planted, so it's bringing something into your conscious awareness. Okay, so let's see. Maybe it's a bit of both for some of you. You're dealing with a storm cloud situation, an external energy, and then there's also a bit of this within you. You're really trying to achieve something and win something, but another part of you is the wise one telling you just surrender, just let this go. It's going to work out. And it is. Listen to that wise one inside of you. Okay, let's see. Your overall energy, Aquarius. The moon. Ooh, look at the battle. Okay. Let's see. What? I want it to fall on the table. To the ground, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see. What does Aquarius not see coming? What does Aquarius not see coming? Their opportunity. What's going on? This feels intense. Good. Okay. All right. So your overall energy is the moon. So there is a little bit of an internal battle going on. The Lovers, number 6. The battle is about, number 6, surrendering. Fears around surrendering to something that maybe you can't control, or allowing someone to just fall on their face. Sometimes it's hard to take a step back, but that's like the exact move that you need to make. It's the one that someone doesn't anticipate you making. Or it's like, not taking something so seriously suddenly collapses somebody's feeling of power or authority because you're not really investing in it. You don't believe in their power and authority. So it becomes less real to them. This is a bigger decision, I feel, than I'm making it out to be. It's an interesting energy because the cards that are coming through are intense, and there's a lot of majors here, which is telling me this is a big deal. This is part of your spiritual path, what's going on. But then Spirit is also showing me cards, don't take it so seriously and release it. So there's a balance you have to strike here around understanding that this is something significant. You're not overreacting. Okay, it really is. The decisions you make around this are going to have karmic consequences, energetic effects. They're going to change your life and the way that you see things. But that doesn't mean you have to suffer through the process. And there's something here about not taking it too seriously, because if you do, it's like you affirm someone else's sense of power over you that they think they have, or over a situation that they think they have. So what you don't see coming is the Death card. An ending, transformation. I also feel like this is maybe somebody else, or a situation occurs that brings this whole thing to an end. Yeah. Okay, what's that? Something really unexpected. Something happens to bring this whole thing to an end. I saw the Sun card. The Sun comes out, right? Yeah, look, Temperance and Six of Wands. This is victory. Divine timing. Temperance. Exactly. It's all happening for a reason, for your own victory, for your own success. And it's like success that other people see too. I'm hearing you're the rightful owner. I don't know what that means for everyone. So something happens, a situation happens, and it brings it all to a close in the perfect time. You know, it's gearing up for that release, like the storm clouds getting bigger and bigger. It's collecting more and more water. The temperature is changing, you know, and it's about to rain. It's about to storm. And then the cloud disappears and your seed grows. So you can't really push it. You just kind of have to have trust that that's what's happening. Temperance. Things are changing. Like I know I've said it a million times now, but I keep seeing this cloud, like a literal cloud. And the cloud, the way clouds form and what they do is like alchemy. So there's like energy begins to change its form in your situation. What was once kind of ominous and maybe blocking the sun, blocking illumination and growth for you and all of those things, the energy changes so that it can be released and ultimately just disappear. Wow. Okay, so your opportunity is the King of Cups and the King of Wands. What's going on here? I don't know. At first when I saw these, I was like, is this you and this other person? Is this the wise one and the so-called champion? But you're not on an even playing field, I don't think. So you wouldn't come out both as kings. But let's see. Maybe this person at one time did have some authority and you were equals. What's going on here? I definitely feel like if that's the case, then this is the outside energy, the King of Wands. trying to assert their will, trying to make something happen, create lightning so that their cloud can wreak some kind of havoc or assert dominance. And you're the King of Cups, grounded, right? The King of Cups is on that slab of rock, right? Grounded in your emotions, intuitive too, and having faith and trust, and waiting for your cup to be filled full of that rainwater. Yeah, look how cloudy it is here. Okay, so wait. Why is this the opportunity? Six of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Oh, well, the opportunity is to let this King of Wands do whatever they're trying to do. Let them do it. I mean, if they're hurting you in some way, obviously you have to create boundaries and protect yourself. But there's something they're doing that you feel maybe you should stop, or it's not right. But it's like, if they were to do it, it actually crosses a line and they give you exactly what you need. They expose their hand. I'm just going to give an example. It doesn't have to be this, but perhaps, and it's probably not this for most of you, so translate it into love, into work, into family, or whatever you need, whatever applies to your situation. But it's almost like somebody wants to write the boss an email about you. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can't have that. I'm going to lose my job. I don't want my boss to hear this from this person. It's not true. They're going to slander me and all of this stuff. So you try to talk to that person or people around that person, or you try to stop the email from going through. But if you just allow the email to go through, it's like the boss sees the shadiness. They see past whatever this person is trying to do. It exposes completely their hand and who they are. They mess up. If you feel like you're having to defend yourself in an argument or something like that, and there's a way for you to take a step back and just not defend yourself, it's as if like this person, it's just like they create an issue for themselves, right? This is how you're directing the battle. Yeah, okay. The challenge is the devil. I mean, the moon, death card, temperance, lovers, the devil. Then we got the world at the end, which I'm happy about. But this is a big deal. But don't take it too seriously. Balance. Strike a balance between the two. The devil is the challenge. Tell me more about why this is a challenge. This might sound harsh, but I don't mean it this way. It's like you're lacking foresight into something, okay? You're really not going to be able to see how this all ends up and resolves itself. So you're looking for answers or solutions that don't really lead to the desired outcome, which is in your favor. We have the Three of Wands. This is like looking outwards, having a vision, seeing beyond the immediate into the future or where you could go with something. And the devil energy here is telling you that because either you can't see something clearly and how this is all going to work out, you need to do something, or that nothing is ever going to be done about this, and that it's just going to be kind of stuck in this weird energy forever. But it's not. It's not. Can I get some more on the challenge? 10 of Cups. Redirect your energy, right? Release this. Don't take it so seriously, because there is a cause for a celebration. Someone might let something... Hold on, what's that? What is that? Okay, I don't know. This is really specific. Maybe it's a metaphor. I'm seeing someone tape record something. Like a group of people are talking and someone's audio recording them. I don't know. There's something that someone lets out in a group of people. The Hermit. Yeah, it really is like your calling here in this situation to kind of be quiet. But see how the devil is saying that? The devil is saying like, shh, right? And you're over here like, is that going to work against me to just not say anything, to just surrender and to just let something happen? Is that actually going to be my downfall? It's like you're concerned that that advice is coming from the shadow. But Spirit's saying, no, something's going to happen. Like these people are all together, maybe taking part in some gossip, or maybe they're drinking too much, or I don't know what's happening over here. A bunch of people are together. Maybe it's in a board, I don't know, boardroom family, something. And it's like somebody says something and like something happens, something comes out. I don't know what it is specifically, but that's what I'm seeing. And you're off in the corner, or you're not even there because you're the wise one, the hermit. And you're not even involved then. It's like you weren't there. You weren't there. So you're not going to be held responsible even. So if you feel like you've been excluded from some kind of meeting, party, get together, or somebody's like not wanting to spend time with you in some capacity, it's for your benefit. It's for a reason, like a spiritual reason why this is happening. It's to protect you. It's like you're not there when something happens. Whoa. Okay. Your advice is the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. Oh, damn. What's going on here? Well, the 9 of Swords is like painful thoughts, stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, overthinking, overanalyzing. It could even be depression at some level, defeat. And then the 5 of Cups is feeling grief, remorse, despair, feeling hopeless. So what's going on here for the advice? Curiosity. Okay. Insight at the bottom. Well, it feels kind of not too nice for Spirit or me to say, don't take this all too seriously when you're in the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. Because you can't just turn around and say, hey, don't take it so seriously when you're like that. But what I'm seeing here and I do trust what Spirit's showing me, Spirit is saying, when you feel like complexed about this, or down about this, or depressed about this, upset, emotionally distraught, get curious about why you're having that reaction to it. Why are you feeling that way? What are you thinking? Where are these thoughts leading you to? Where do they come from? Because in all situations where there's conflict, there's always the opportunity to learn more about ourselves and to heal something. There's always a way to direct the conflict and the battle towards expansion and more awareness of who we are and our wounds and our triggers and our ego and all of those things. So there's an opportunity here to understand something more about yourself and how and why this situation has had an effect on you. Or how and why it's so scary to surrender to something. Get curious about what's causing the concern and the worry around that. Yeah, night. It's like a fear of taking a step back from something, or letting someone just do whatever it is they're doing and trusting that, there's cause and effect and that the karma for what they do will happen. You don't need to get in there and try to make it happen. And when we do that, sometimes we just create our own karmic situations out of that when we don't need to. So the outcome for you, and I'm also going to do an extended reading. In the extended, I'm going to go a layer deeper, see what else we get. It tends to get more specific because there's less of you there. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. If you don't want to go to that, if you hate that idea, if you're like WTF, then just trust that Spirit already knew you were not going to go to an extended and gave you all the information that you needed, okay? So the outcome for you, in how long, Spirit? I saw the sun. Probably immediately. Yeah, one. Ace. Immediately. The outcome for you. The next couple days, weeks at most, is the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the World. Look at the sun comes out, the storm clouds go away, and what appears? A rainbow. Beautiful. Possibilities, potentials, good messages, good news, positive communication, hopeful communication, and something that almost feels miraculous. And this is communication, information, energy moving in a direction that puts any kind of confusion with the Seven of Cups or illusions to a complete end. You've mastered something here. You've mastered knowing how to direct your energy, not just your thoughts and your emotions, but your actual energy. Knowing when to surrender from a situation and redirect your energy elsewhere, or what could happen if you put too much energy towards something that already has a downfall embedded in it. Community, right, to others. If you direct that energy towards others and trying to make something work or trying to see where something's not working to solve something when it's impossible or it's just not appropriate for you to do that, you've learned the consequences around that. Regardless, very soon this situation comes to an end. The confusion is over, at the very least. Why this is happening, what's going to happen, you gain some understanding about that big time, okay? And it makes you fierce and pretty unstoppable too. All right, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.